well, we did sign Desmond King after we talked about him, so let's go ahead and start with that one, man. Why not, right? Why the heck not? We're going to get to the whole 53, but we already got the 53
Incredible
out there.
signing.
But, bruh, we literally were talking about the
Well,
Desmond
shout out to
King.
whoever brought him up in the chat.
Seriously, yeah.
Last podcast.
It's like, oh, we're going through the list. Who's available? Who could we sign? Who would we want to sign? And
That
he
one made
was one
sense.
of the names. And it made sense for multiple reasons. The flexibility, outside corner, inside corner, has played some snaps at safety. Former All-Pro, has had a lot of success and productivity in this league at various stops. And when we talk about him coming here, it adds to a position where we still feel good about the group. But when we're talking about some potential options at slot or even some depth at safety and even outside corner, this is just another veteran that is more proven, in contrast to if we're considering like an Elijah Riley, where we're like, yeah, he's a good player. He had a really good preseason, but we haven't seen him reach the heights of a Desmond King per se. We haven't even seen Elijah reach the heights of a Chandon Sullivan just yet. So even though we internally feel good about these players, it still is good to have just a higher end insurance or a higher end piece as a insurance or a luxury or to compete with it as well. But
He
to
might
me,
play a lot.
like, I think he will. The only reason I say
He
compete
might.
with it, I didn't want to just gloss over what Elijah Riley did or what
Or even
Sullivan
Chandon,
did.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was
Chandon
like
had a good preseason.
they did perform pretty well. But Desmond has just performed to another level in his career. And that's why we're both very eager about him being here, and we think he can and probably will play over them, but just out of respect. That was my whole thing. Yeah.
I agree with you on that. And I thought initially his All-Pro was because of his returning in 2018. But I looked it up. He was first-team
Yeah.
All-Pro for being defensive back.
Yeah.
Man, much respect for that. And it doesn't really seem like, I know he hasn't been an All-Pro since then, but it's not like he's fallen off a cliff or anything. You look, there's been a lot of production and multiple stops, Chargers, Titans, and Texans.
All-Pro is like, we're saying you top 2, top 3 at your position league-wide. Like, that's, So even if he wasn't All-Pro, again, it's like, bro, the fact that you even got there is crazy. But
And he's still young, too.
Still young, yeah.
Yeah, he got that All-Pro in his second year. He's been in the league for 6, and he's only 28. And you know who else is 28? I was coming up with this little comparison, this little
what you got from me, man?
tail of the tape here.
What you got from me?
Cam Sutton, 28. Cam Sutton also does inside-outside corner stuff.
Could play safety as well.
You look at the height, weight of both these players. They're both around like 5'10", 5'11". I think Desmond King does have a few more LBs over Cam Sutton, but they're like, it's probably close between like 185, 190 between the two. But we got Desmond King for 1/10 of the price of Cam Sutton.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Now, we're going to see if Desmond could play up to current level of Cam Sutton, but I do like everything.
There
that
are
you're
arguments
saying.
like King's still there. Like you see some of his grading and some next gen stats. Like he was doing good for the Texans last year.
No, I'm not taking
But
any of that
Cam
away.
Sutton with the Steelers, like we got to see that play in and play out. Like we know what that was. We relied on him heavy these last
that's
couple
my
seasons.
thing. I'm like, I hope Desmond could do all of that and then some. But yeah, I'm with you though, because Desmond is
For the
not
price?
right? Like price wise, like you love that, absolutely love that.